Hi Christine, hi everyone. Today I want to take a moment to explain to my child what happened regarding what has happened in our lives during the last 6 years, or trying to make sense of it now that hopefully we have came through and made it out alive. So, okay, pause. We should be happy and rejoicing because finally I'm able to articulate, speak up about my mental health condition as a parent, and I just want you to disperse any concerns, any misunderstandings that you might have. So what happened is, it's been since 2017. It's been 6 long years or 7. So basically the car accident happened in 2016, and I don't think we had an official discussion about this matter. But it's gotten really bad since 2020. Once we moved out of our home in Bonnerik, everything really went downhill, like very quickly. So let me just recap. Having a car accident is like, what I suffered was a psychological trauma. That means, like, it's, when, let's say a person walks through the park and they fall down and they break their ankles or injure their knees or something. So I had both the physical symptoms. It's not the typical one, like where you just get bleeding, scratches, but it's more like it's internal. And then the psychological symptoms presented itself in many different ways, including anxiety, depression, mental breakdown. It's called post-traumatic. Basically, it's a brain injury where your brain has stopped functioning. It has to shut down. It's like an engine, like a car, that the engine is not working. It has to shut down. And I did not understand about mental health issues. I was expecting a quick recovery. I was thinking, it could take like 1 or 2 or 3 years maximum, because having not got no one explaining these things to you, you just don't understand the seriousness of it. So yeah, that must have caused you a lot of stress and a lot of worry, a lot of feeling of being scared because you didn't know what was happening to mommy, right? And I'm so sorry for that, darling. It's been tremendously difficult. Yeah, it's been witnessing you acting different and strange every day really worried me a lot as well. I know it's not your fault, okay? But as a mom, I don't express things because I did not want to concern you. Yes, you were doing your HSC, you were in year 10, year 11, and year 12, and I thought the insurance company, they had people like undercover inspectors. They were lurking around, and my sixth sense knew that, but I just couldn't put a finger on what was going on. And then there were many other factors that were going on that you were not aware of, and I was like not aware of due to my very not functioning state at that time. The anxiety was so bad, and it affected my brain in different parts. So um, the anxiety was extreme. The executive functioning was not working. So I tried to start one business work. I I keep thinking, there's got to be a way of earning money soon, because I did not realize that my body has broke down that much. I thought I could push on like I have always done in the past, like feeling so unwell and uncomfortable, but I always try to push on, because if I was not the breadwinner, if I did not put food on the table, if I did not make money to pay the bills, then I was so worried about you. I wanted to provide you with a good, like, good home, good car, like all the comforts of, that money could buy. And I worked really hard, and I got like that contributed to my mental burnout as well. Um, and then as you can see, like there's always paper mess, and like I really 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 tried, but it was too tired and could never seem to be able to complete everything in one day, even in 1 week. And sometimes I didn't leave the house, and I did not understand all that myself. But luckily at the beginning of this year, fast forward, it just suddenly dawned on me that I had ADHD. Never in a million years I would suspect having anything but ADHD. That's just something that doesn't really occur, like doesn't really was on the radar. What does ADHD mean? Like, and then everything just clicked. The way that you behave, the way that my mom behaved, the way that all the mess, and why it takes so much effort just to do normal things. Like other people, they seem to clean their house, manage their things, finances, everything so effortlessly. But for me, I try, like I really really try, and still was not getting nowhere. And then on top with the trauma, I think what happened was it brought on a spiritual awakening, and that usually takes from anywhere between 3.5 4 years to 7.5 years. And I think I've just finally came out of it, and you don't have to worry about that. What that means is you needed to completely break down in order to become a new person, like same person but much better version of yourself. And I'm so thankful for this ADHD thing, because it means that you are gifted with an immense power and talent usually, but you have to discover that for yourself. So I'm really really glad, and I have gone back to Vietnam, visit my mom for 3 or 4 months, took her to hospital treatment, and like luckily the doctor gave me a new medication which like helped me so much with focus and attention. And I like such good news. So I want to reassure you that things are going to be fine. It will be alright. I really don't want you to suffer because of ADHD. ADHD gets bad in stages 11, 12, 16, 17, 21, 22, and especially after you have kids, once you give birth to your first child. I don't want you to be untreated because it's highly treatable and manageable. You don't even need medication if it's mild, or if you get educated about it and get support early. Don't live half of your life like me. You have no idea the amount of abuse, discrimination, financial losses. Like, so many bad things happen to people with disabilities that's not reported, and people will really take advantage of you, especially. Like, no one can prepare you for this, Christine. And as your mom, I have always wanted the best for you in whatever power that I can provide. I would. And please don't think of yourself as bad. You are a good child. You are an amazing daughter. You are a great friend. Just beware that ADHD comes with a personality and some difficulties, like being too generous and do way too many things for other people while you're hurting and sacrificing yourself for other people's happiness. You will attract a whole array of people that you think are good now, but actually they are not good because of your makeup, your personality, the way that you are. You bring so much joy to the world, yet people are not always what they seem, and you really need to stay near your roots, your parents. You can always come to me with anything. Whatever you choose to do is your decisions now. You are old. Well, we don't really fully develop until we are 40 or something, but our brain may temporarily like mature around 25, but as a person until 35 to 40, we still learning many things, and there will be some nasty surprises along the way. And the kids that do well are the ones with the constant love and support and nurturing from their parents. And just to let you know that I have launched one YouTube channel, and I'll be launching soon, mid-year, along with yet another website. But this time with the medication, I can focus, and well, much better. At least I do still have to be really disciplined and face some struggles, but it doesn't matter how many times you have failed. The main thing is you try and you give your best shot. There's so many things that a parent can prepare you and teach you. You need to be in nature, to travel, to be out and about, because you need to be connected to the bigger world, the wider world, and not just, sleep, a good diet, exercise. All that is super important for people with ADHD. And I have so many things I want to tell you, but mental health issues and financial strife break so many families apart and causing so much grief anguish, so much separations in families due to misunderstandings and conflicts. Basically, when people are under stress and when people don't make money and when people are suffering from mental health conditions, they are not fully themselves, and without a close network of support and with more stresses and abuse, people it will change people like to a state that is unrecognizable. Mental abuse and tortures can be invisible, but they do leave permanent scars. And I encourage you to take the time to go deep within yourself and know that you have always been loved. And it doesn't matter what happens in the world, you will always be my beautiful daughter. From the first moment I set eyes on you, the first time you took a breath, I already vowed that I will protect you till my last breath. We are all victims of circumstances to, a large extent. And I want to acknowledge our hardship and let you know that everything will be alright. It will be better, even better than before, and I'm always here to give you support and a hand. I'm really focused on my work now, Christine, and I feel this is the way that I can speak up and have a voice and to show you that regardless of what ever you got, you have more talents than you know, and you can use that to help people, help the world, and instead of just focusing on our problems, because compared to some people, they have a lot of bigger problems. And by re-evaluation, I realized that my father has also got ADHD and post-traumatic. He was quite excellent, very, very artistic with the languages and the arts. So sometimes we just need to take self-responsibility and nurture ourselves and take good care of ourselves for a time. But now I can take care of you if you want, and mommy have some money saved up. I will actually be moving overseas because my parents over there are very old and they really, really need my help in terms of for their physical, mental health, and financially as well. I have many big plans, and but please reach out. We can just say hi, and because when you have a big huge hole in your heart, missing the love of my mother has affected me so much. I was pretty much not raised by my mom nor my dad, but having good role models are super important, and I'm always here for you. That's the bottom line. And I really want to apologize for the difficult time. I don't want to make it up for it. You don't understand how much a mother loves her child until you have your own. So okay, I just want to wrap up by saying that we are in Australia. I was raised by Anglo white working class, white collar, like working class people, and we do things a little bit differently. I think the most mature and smart thing to do now is to take care of our mental health before it causes even more issues. A life not feeling ashamed. There's nothing to be ashamed of. There's nothing to be ashamed of about ADHD or anything. You are more than meets the eye. You deserve all the goodness that, like, you can live your life fully. You can do anything you want once you feel you're up to it, and we have the means to do that. And mommy will work extra hard if that means I can support you in any way. If that means it gives you peace and allows you to have some time off. Study means nothing if you're struggling through university. I'm telling you that I failed many subjects at uni towards my second, third, fourth year because I didn't realize that it was part of it was largely ADHD, but it also was because of being around wrong person, and it triggers a lot of mental I don't know was depression, and there's like just no hope, and you feel so lonely to the point that it was really bad. Okay, and no mother, no parents would ever want their children to experience that sort of thing. Okay, trust me on this one. Get attention, get medical attention, get treated ASAP. This is so important, and it could save your life or a whole life ahead. So had I known about ADHD earlier, like 10-20 years before, I would have made appropriate plans and manage it much differently. We can't foresee accidents, Christine. We can only prepare ourselves to live the best life now. Now is all that we have, and the future is not guaranteed. Okay, so don't lose any moment. You got to act now, and mommy wants you every single day to be happy, healthy, got a smile on your beautiful lips and some lights in your eyes. I hate to see you so down and so sad. It breaks my heart more than you know. If it hurts you 10, it hurts me 100. And you are an Asian girl, you're Vietnamese, you're half Vietnamese or full Vietnamese, I don't know. When I went back to Vietnam, I realized that people there are so much happier, and it's such fertile land for opportunities and starting businesses and careers. It's an amazing life. It's like I'm buying a condo right on the beach, and you can come visit me sometimes. And then I will build my parents a house maybe 2 years down the track once I earn good money from other businesses. So the future looks very promising, but please, you need to prioritize your mental health, okay?